Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Just Kicking It right here on the 103 FM Facebook page. Of course, my name is Ira Chandu, and I'm here to tell you what happened in World Cup action today. First off, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. For those of you who are football fans, today was definitely an action-packed day. 3 games in the World Cup today, including 2 featuring the top 2 rated teams. Now, most bookies heading into the World Cup had Brazil or Germany as favorites. Some bookkeepers had both as joint favorites. Others had Brazil as the favorite, followed by Germany in second place. Well, both those teams, if they do want to live up to those odds, are going to need to have to step up their game. First of all, the game that people are talking about, of course, Germany versus Mexico. The defending champions were humbled by our CONCACAF team. Mexico definitely dominating Germany today. They did so in the first half. They were pretty quick. They were counter-attacking, and one of those counter-attacks is what led to their first half goal. Of course, that goal was by Hirving Lozano in the 35th minute. In the second half, Germany reorganized their game. They came out gunning for a goal. Unfortunately, thanks to the efforts of Ochoa, the Mexican keeper, that did not happen. Now, it's partly Germany's fault. They had I think 26 shots, 9 on target. However, as you can see, 26 shots, a lot of those went wide. The shots that were on target did not really trouble Ochoa that much. They had no real power to them. And Germany, despite dominating with 67% possession, did not pick up any points against Mexico today. Now, this is problematic because they run a risk of finishing second in Group F. Now, the second place team in Group F has to face the first place team in Group E, and that could possibly be Brazil, which brings us across to the game that just finished just a few minutes ago, Brazil versus Switzerland. Now, as I mentioned, Brazil, one of the hot favorites. They always start off as hot favorites given their track record in the World Cup, but they too were humbled to an extent by Switzerland. Now, Brazil got the upper hand early. They took the lead through Philippe Coutinho in the first half, but Switzerland came back out in the second half. They got their level goal through Steven Zuba, and from there, for a while after that goal, they were running the play. They had the ball, they were controlling the game. Then Brazil decided, you know what, we need to get that goal, we need to pick up the win. They tried their best. They had 21 shots, 4 on target. However, they just could not find that second goal. So Brazil came away with just 1 point today. Now, Brazil and Germany, an interesting fact about the German game, this is the 3rd consecutive tournament in which the defending champions have failed to win. Now, in 2010, when Italy were defending champions, they drew 1-1 with Paraguay in their opening game. And of course, who could forget the opening game for Spain in 2014? They met their final opponent from 2010, which was the Netherlands, and they were beaten 5-1 in that instance. Of course, Spain eventually went out in the first round. So let's hope that that does not happen to Germany. All the German fans there, a lot of them saying that they're not too worried, that they are hoping to pull it back. You'll just have to wait and see. The German performance today was less than convincing. They need to do some work in defense. Their defenders were a bit slow. Mexico's, I think their strength was in their speed going up the pitch on that counter-attack. And a lot of eyes were on Manuel Neuer heading into that game as well, because Neuer broke his foot twice. He fractured his foot twice in 2017. This is his first competitive game in about 8 or 9 months. So, eyes will be on him as well. He did pull off some good saves today, but the goal that went in for Mexico was indeed a beauty. Of course, there was another game today. The first game on the cards was Serbia versus Costa Rica, another CONCACAF country. Serbia got the win 1-0 thanks to a goal, a beautiful free kick from Alexander Kolarov. And that game was pretty evenly split between the two teams. Both had 10 chances on goal. Both of those featured 3 shots on target as well, but Serbia had a bit more of the ball. They had 53% possession compared to 47% for Costa Rica. So I'm not sure who you're backing right now. I know a lot of Brazil fans, a lot of German fans, they're in the position that a lot of Argentine, Spanish fans and so on were in just a few days ago. A lot of talk passing around, but let's hope for more good games. That game between Mexico and Germany today was indeed a thriller, despite the world champions going down. Mexico as a CONCACAF country made us all very proud. And I would say that game between Brazil and Switzerland was also a thriller. A lot of people supporting underdogs as well. So just to let you know about the games coming up tomorrow as well. Sweden is going up against South Korea. Of course, Sweden beat Italy in a playoff to get to the World Cup. Belgium, one of the dark horses for a lot of tournaments now, they are going to be taking on Panama, and Tunisia will be facing England. Of course, England has one World Cup title to its name that was won back in '66 on the occasion that England themselves hosted the World Cup. So a lot of people are saying as well that this may be England's year. They do have a young talented squad captained by Harry Kane, but we'll just have to wait for that game tomorrow to see. As we've been seeing so far, a lot of the underdogs teams are making their mark in this World Cup. But that's all right now for Just Kicking It. Thank you for joining me.